Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Teacher Kristen here. Today I want to talk to you guys about a more serious topic here in the world of online teaching, and that is the mental health of online teachers. One of the most beautiful things about teaching online is the ability to be able to work from home. And sometimes you do feel very connected through the internet, social media, but at the same time that you're feeling connected, you can also feel very disconnected, lonely, isolated. You're doing this job all by yourself. In a normal brick and mortar school, you would have teachers down the hall, you would share a teacher's lounge, you'd be around multiple children per day. This is a little bit different, and again, it can feel very connected and disconnected at the very same time. I would like this video to be more of a discussion, so if you have anything to say on this topic, please let me know down below. This is a judgment-free zone. I would like to see only encouraging comments. Anything that's demeaning or rude or hurtful will be deleted because, again, this is more of a sensitive subject. Now, the mental health of a teacher doesn't just come from feeling isolated or potentially lonely. It can also come from the idea of, am I going to get low bookings this week? Are there going to be exams or vacation of my students? Am I going to get enough to pay my bills? And taking that even further, will I have a job when this 6-month contract is up? Are they going to renew me? Will I get a raise? Will I not get a raise? Do I have strikes? The list can go on and on. Sometimes the mental health is just not getting enough sleep or time with family and friends, which is why I wanted to sit down, combat this video, let some people who maybe think they're all alone in this situation know that they are not by themselves. There are plenty of teachers who have the same feelings you have, and to just have a place to have an open conversation about it. That being said, I emailed a bunch of teachers that I look up to and respect, and I asked them their personal opinions on ways to combat mental health. I did not ask them for their own specific situations or history with this. I just asked what they would recommend to other teachers when it comes to keeping mentally healthy. Side note, the next video coming out in this same week's kind of like a series. It's going to be the physical health. I wanted to cover both mental and physical health. So here it is, without any further ado, the top tips on how to keep mentally healthy as an online teacher. Tip number 1 is to get out of your house and or your teaching environment each and every day. I recently shared my summer teaching schedule where I actually shared my screen and showed you my Google Calendar blocking, and you'll be able to see that as soon as my classes finish at 10 o'clock, I have 30 minutes to change my clothes, grab my gym bag, and every day, Monday to Friday, I have a gym class scheduled. 3 days a week it's Zumba, 1 day it's yoga, and 1 day is strength training. Have something on your schedule. If the gym isn't for you, go for a walk, get outside, go to the library, get a coffee, do something that gets you out of your environment. It's just a change of scenery, a change of pace, and it will do you a world of good. Oh, it's such a sunny day outside. I want to be outside right now. That's okay. We're in here filming these. Tip number 2 is to put at least one social event on your calendar each and every week. Tip number 1 was to get out of your house. Tip number 2 is to actually have something set on your calendar. Is it getting that cup of coffee with a girlfriend, having dinner with your family, your friends, your spouse, just whatever you need, whatever you'll look forward to and that you will stick to that gets you out of your house and in the environment with another individual. And when you are with that said person, ask how they are, share experiences. How are they doing? What are their summer goals? What have they been up to? Do they have a trip coming up? Are they trying a new hobby? Be able to contribute to the conversation, but also listen. One of my favorite mentors had a quote that stuck with me for a really long time, and I'm still working on it. And he would always say, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, use them in proportion, which essentially meant listen twice as much as you talk. And I know when you're with your friends, you don't think of it that way, but do make sure that when you are taking time to be with your friends and your social circle, that you do ask how they're doing and intently listen. So, get yourself out of your teaching environment and put at least one social event on your calendar each and every week. Number 3 is to be active each and every day for a minimum of 30 minutes. Like I've already mentioned before, I go to the gym right after teaching because I know if I don't, I will make every excuse under the sun to not go. But once I do go and everything is done and it's 11 or 11:30 a.m. and my work is done for the day and my workout's done for the day, I have the rest of my summer afternoon to do whatever I like. And like I said before, you don't have to go to the gym. If the gym is something you don't like, don't do it. If you just want to go outside and walk for a half an hour or clean your house for a half an hour, whatever gets you your active minutes. I'm very much a Fitbit person these days, so I have to think, okay, I need 30 active minutes, and I will make sure if I don't go to the gym on a day, I will go outside, I will walk, I will throw a frisbee, I will take my cats outside, which isn't really a walk, but we'll say it is right now. Anyway, 30 minutes minimum. Get yourself outside, get your butt moving. I promise you, even though it is physically healthy, it is also good for your mentality. If something is stressing you out, focusing on another task and releasing endorphins does a world of good. Number 4 may be my favorite one on this list, and it is to please limit your time on online teaching social media platforms. If you know what I'm saying, I'll make it a little bit more layman's terms. Do not spend all day after teaching sitting on Facebook groups, Instagram threads, Reddit, Google, wherever you go to read, and there are some very opinionated people in those places, wherever you go to read that gossip, drama, tea, whatever you call it, limit your time doing so. If you have been a Vipkid teacher or whatever other company teacher for a long time, you probably know what I'm talking about, where you can log on to Facebook and see everybody's questions and know a couple answers, but then if you do answer one, you're gonna get 20 people replying to yours about how you're
wrong and you're a horrible person and XYZ is all so bad, and you're just like,
whoa, everyone calm down. That helped no one. That helped no one, and now I'm stressed, anxiety's here, better go for that walk with my cat. Bottom line is, just limit your time on social media, and remember, you don't have to take anyone's opinion seriously. You can take everything with a grain of salt. They're giving their opinions, their experience, their advice. You are usually there just to get answers or see what's going on within the community. You do not need to spend your whole day there, and I recommend you only spend time there in very limited quantities. You will thank me later. And tip number 5 is to have hobbies away from the classroom. For me, this summer, I got into landscaping just because I always wanted to know what it was like to plant, and now I have an entire backyard filled with catnip, catmint, daisies, petunias, impatiens. See, I would never have known these flowers 3 weeks ago, but it was my hobby, so I wasn't just teaching all day and on forums all night. It got me up and out of my house, which I already mentioned, got my butt moving. It got me out of my teaching environment. I didn't bring over any friends until a week after, but I had a big Tony Awards party because I'm a big musical theater person, and they loved the backyard. It was great. Bottom line is, have a hobby. It could be reading, it could be baking, it could be planting, it could be watching these YouTube videos and subscribing. But whatever it is, make sure it makes you happy, make sure it takes your mind off of anything teaching-wise. Just make sure it puts you in your happy and calm Zen place. I wish I had gotten into yoga. Zumba it is. But anyway, those are my 5 tips for remaining mentally healthy as an online teacher. Once again, I would love this to be a discussion. If you have any experience, tips, or tricks, please leave them down below in the comment section. I would love to read what you have to say. We could have a little conversation down there. If you like these kind of videos, let me know by giving this one a thumbs up and click that little red subscription button and the bell down below to be updated on each and every future video. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy teaching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Maybe you're excited to get into teaching, but you haven't booked a class and it's been weeks. Maybe you think the classes are gonna go one way, but they've gone another way. Either way, I have the top 3 most common mistakes for brand new teachers.